Mr. Todd, I think that if we're going to truly want more diversity within the tasting of our meat pies, we're going to be needing more female clientele to start showing up on your doorstep. Now, I do understand that you want practice to, shave, but I think women can also be easily killed just using a pair of scissors. What do you think about that, Mr. Todd? Okay, good suggestion. But I'm going to start applying makeup on you just so that way you can seem a little more fanciable for the lady clientels. Are you alright with that? Oh, Mr. Todd, I know you're going to be alright with that. You're going to look fabulous. I mean, you usually look so glum and more mournful, and frankly, it's just not going to be done. I mean, for me, it's just a wonderful look, but for most of the women of London, it's not going to be that great of a... You're not that great of a catch, unfortunately. So we're going to be doing your makeup for today, simply so that way you can seem a little more, pleasing, I guess. But yes, so we're going to be doing your makeup today. I think to start off, you obviously have a very pallid look. You obviously have very pale lips as well, indicating the fact that you're not all that healthy of a human being. But considering how so far you've only had some good nutrition for the past couple of days, I can't really blame you there. But we're going to give you a little bit of color on your lips. We're going to be giving you a bit of color on your cheeks. And I think I'm going to make the under parts of your eyes seem a little more colorful as well. I think that should be about all. Just a little bit of lipstick, a little bit of blush, a little bit of under eye makeup, and perhaps a little bit of eyeliner just to simply pop those beautiful brown eyes of yours. Okay? Okay, excellent. First of all, I think I'm just going to start off with applying some blush, since that's the powder form. Give me one moment. Doesn't this remind you of how you clean off your little switchblade, or whatever you call it, when before and after you do the deed? I'm gonna get a good amount of that on there. And just to wipe off that excess on top of the brush. Now, keep still, Mr. Todd. I'm just simply going to brush it on you. You're going to look fabulous after this. Okay, now turn this way, please. I want to get this side of your cheek. Excellent. I just got to brush this off now. Get all that residue off. Oh, how this brings memories of me walking in on you, slicing some man's neck, making sure you give me business, so that way I have some meat for my meat pies. Oh, Mr. Todd, I just can't help myself from giving you all the thanks you deserve. You truly have saved me from complete and utter bankruptcy. Now that we have the blush on you, I'm going to be putting on a bit of red underneath your eyes, so that way it makes it look more like, lively. It's the color of blood. The blood surging through your veins instead of you looking like a corpse without any blood in your veins. I mean, it's not something that is really desirable, but anyways. I'm going to be adding a bit of red beneath your eyes, so that way you look fabulous. Okay, get a good amount of that. Wipe the excess off. We don't want excess, except for corpses, of course. And keep still, so that way I can get a good sizable amount beneath your eyes. Okay. Okay. I think I'm going to put on 2 coats of both the blush and the eyeshadow, simply to give you a good, striking look for the women of the London. I'm gonna get this again. Oh, there's a lot of dust. Brush it down again. I do apologize if I'm being a little too rough, but I really want it to really be ingrained in your pores. I don't want you to begin, I don't know, I don't want it to just flake away when you just move, you know, have the wind blow off some of the hard work I'm trying to use on you. Brush that off. And then some of the eyeshadow again. Okay. All right. You already look beautiful, Mr. Todd, but we're gonna keep going on so that way you can look fabulous. Let me see. Was that a customer? No. No, that wasn't a customer. That was just the wind knocking your doorbell back and forth, making it seem as if there was like 20 customers lining up for your shaves, which I don't doubt will be the case in a good couple of weeks or even months to come, but most likely weeks, simply because you are that great. But now, if you'll keep still, Mr. Todd, I'm going to be outlining the bottom waterline of your eyes and also the top, okay? Just to give your eyes that sort of I'm here, you know, look, instead of just like, you know, you looking miserable. In fact, I do believe that if you want the miserable look, this will really highlight the true disdain you have for humanity. So I do believe this is going to be a good look for you in every sense, both for you and for the people who look at you. It's going to be just an all-around great look for you. Now, if you'll keep still, that would be very much appreciated, just like it's appreciated that you kill people for me. But anyways, keep still. I'm going to simply highlight or what's it called? Outline your eyes. Would you like a wingtip or not, Mr. Todd? I wouldn't suggest it since I myself usually don't go for the wingtip look. However, this is something that, you know, could be up to you depending on how confident you feel about working the wingtip look. No wingtip look. Completely understandable. I myself don't prefer it either, but, you know, simply a suggestion just in case you wanted it. But now keep your bottom eye still. I'm going to pull on this side because I don't want to stab you with the eyeliner. So I'm going to simply pull that down and line your eye. Okay, let me just get a little bit of this corner right here. I don't think I got that properly. And then a bit of your top of the eye. Okay. Alright. You seem fabulous. Now to do this eye, simply because you need to look balanced. Because you're not. But you still need to give the appearance of being balanced. Simply because society appreciates, you know, you putting on a facade as long as they're comfortable with it. You understand me, Mr. Claude? No. But anyways, I'm going to be doing your, what is that, your right eye? Yes, that is your right eye. Give me one moment. Just pulling on top of your, what's it, right eye. I'm going to be better lining your eye. Okay. Let me get this corner a little more. The corners are always the one that I get the most struggle with, simply because the skin folds there. And then I'm just going to be pulling down on your bottom eye. Keep still, Mr. Todd. I don't want you wincing away. And your eyes might get teary, but just remember to suck those tears right back into the eye sockets. If you can survive the death of your wife and the kidnapping of your daughter, I'm sure you can survive this. Not a problem at all for someone with that much misery inside of you. Alright? Mr. Todd, how come you're tearing up just from this sort of eyeliner? It's as I said, if you couldn't cry or show any emotion when I told you about the result of your family, how are you going to get teary-eyed now, Mr. Todd? It completely baffles me. But anyways, I'm going to be applying a bit of mascara now that I think about it. Just going to wipe off a bit of the excess once more. We don't want any excess in our makeup. Who am I kidding? We want tons of excess. This is late 1800s Victorian era. Excess is the norm of the day. But anyways, keep very, very still, Mr. Todd. I'm going to be doing your eyelashes. In fact, I'm going to put the tube down and I'm going to pull on the top of your right here. I'm going to pull on that so that way I can get a better look at your eyelashes. Looking gorgeous. And now I'm going to pull down on the bottom so I can get the bottom lashes. Okay. Alright. 2 coats. Something most people of London can't afford. 2 coats of anything. That's why we freeze to death and get the consumption. Anyways, once more, going to get the top lashes. And then the bottom lashes. My goodness, Mr. Todd. If any woman rejects you now, it's because they're absolutely bonkers. Now, to repeat the process here with just a bit of excess we had. And then the bottom lashes. Beautiful. Now I'm going to be putting this back. And you know what, Mr. Todd? I think what I'm going to do now, simply because I just thought of it, I'm going to be putting some eyeshadow to really emphasize the color in your eyes. So, back to this. I'm a musician, Mr. Todd. I make beats out of anything. And considering how this is late Victorian era, they're sick beats. Sick with the consumption. Now, which color to use? I think I'm going to use the red. No, the brown. The brown would be best. And for the other eye. But for right now, I'm going to be applying some lip gloss. I was about to say lipstick, but this is most certainly not lipstick. I'm gonna wipe off some of the excess. We don't want excess. Excess. We don't want excess. And now I'm going to be applying some of this goop onto your lips. Okay, so keep still. Okay. Now, stick out your bottom lip a little more, please. Thank you. Oh, seems just hold on me energy. And now your top lip, just so I can get a better angle of it, like this. Thank you. Cozy retreats, I need and tidy. We have found every Friday. You love it. Now go like this. No, rock this. Perfect. Let me just wipe off a little bit of the corners, simply because you got a little bit of a mess going on. Go like this. Excellent. I'm gonna wipe off a bit of this as well, and then just okay. I think you're pretty much done, Mr. Todd. You look positively gorgeous, just absolutely flawless. Other than this, I think you're pretty much all set. Now, if you don't mind, I'm going to be needing you to just go outside, walk up and down the roads of London, and then make sure that they see you, so that way they can be like, oh, hello, gentlemen, what is your name? What do you do? And you could just be like, my name is Mr. Todd, and I give haircuts for a living. And they could be like, oh my goodness, I would like a haircut by you. And then they could just, just hop on over, and you can just, and then they'll just be done for, and then I get business, and then our entire little agreement can continue flourishing the way it's been doing thus far. But for right now, I'm just going to be needing you to do exactly as I just said, so that way we can get a little more diversity within our meat pies. Equality between the sexes should be applicable to food consumption as well.